company says that it does not consider Simon to be a credible source of information regarding our strong safety track record or systems. It's a real strong track record you got there. Real strong. Across state lines. Kidnapping? In-game? You heard him talk about kidnapping in-game? That's your boy. That's your boy. You're paying him money. 40 grand in 2020? That's your boy. Your boy's a sex offender. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is wild. And it took Sega coming out and talking to you to get this shit taken down. What are we doing right now? What the fuck is up? Why are we lying? Why don't we just say, we don't think he's that credible because he doesn't like us. Or, you know, we banned him, so maybe he's... No. We got a strong track record for safety. A very strong track record. Yeah, no. Your track record is looking like the Cowboys in 2024 right now. It's not too hot. No Super Bowls for you. We're not gonna ban him still to this day because it's off platform. Why don't you check his on platform messages? Why don't you check some of his friends, some of his in-game messages, what he's done? Because there's no fucking way that as a company you're gonna say it's not systemic, yet one of the people that we hold dearest to us and that's uploaded the most UGC to make money off of. Bro, still, listen, a known predator is still making passive income off of the company that claims that there is no systemic or widespread problem with child sexual exploitation on their platform. How much more do I have to spoon feed it? To anybody? How is this not a fucking well-known thing? We're going to go over the Bloomberg article, Ruben Sim thingamajiggy that just dropped. It is a bombshell. It is absolutely a bombshell. And I appreciate you guys for all being here. We're going to be going over this together and hopefully glean some insights on the situation ongoing with Roblox right now. So yeah, we're gonna get into this right now. So it'll be live on stream, and I'll be reacting to what you guys say. So hopefully, like I said, this sheds some insight on the issues ongoing at Roblox right now, and we can kind of together be more educated on the topic. There are a lot of like professional efforts ongoing. I don't know if you guys know this. You're probably exposed more to like the amateur part of what's going on in terms of combating child exploitation. And by amateur, I mean like the people like Mod for Dummies, Ruben Sim, myself. Even Gone Fishing has gone out of his way to publish stuff on a lot of these people. Those are the amateur efforts. You have actual institutional change being made, which I believe is a far effective medium, right? Because like a YouTuber reaching out to people, super cool, right? That's like a good thing. That's great for us and all. But the real institutional change is when you have, some type of, what do you call it? When you have an organization or an institution, let's say a school that adds internet safety to their curriculum due to grassroots movements like Mod for Dummies. And I believe that this is probably one of the most important things that you could do. So, because it reaches more people and it's actually more controlled and more professional and there's more safety to be had. But yes, that is what I'm thinking. So that all being said, let's get right into the video and see what it's about. So content warning, some viewers may find the subject matter disturbing. Tens of millions of kids play Roblox daily. But is the internet's playground safe? Bloomberg investigated recent cases of predators who use the platform to groom and sometimes meet kids in real life. Let's watch it together, y'all.
Social media platforms, gaming platforms, all internet companies have struggled with X-rated content and trying to protect...
I've covered some of these games. Vibe Place, Public Bathroom Simulator.
What's different about this story and this reporting is that we're seeing examples of these cases shifting from the online world into the offline world, where kids are being physically kidnapped, abducted, and sexually assaulted by predators who have connected with them on Roblox.
I've seen so many horrible things happen.
Whose voice is that?
I've seen games that fully simulate sex with penetration, with fluids. There's been predators who have traveled to meet kids in real life. There's been predators who have transported children hundreds of miles away to their homes.
Roblox has around 77 million daily users, and more than 40% of them are under the age of 13.
77 million. I want you guys to take that all in. That is 77 million daily users, like people that use the site daily. That's a huge number. And for them to be this loosely moderated, I'm not saying to tighten down on moderation, but I'm saying to get it right. You don't have to be more strict to just not be ignorant, okay? So let's keep that in mind.
Anytime you have an audience where it's mostly kids, predators are going to be in there looking for victims to procure.
Who's ever seen a room full of people laying around in their underpants, like their avatars?
Some really full-on things are happening to kids, and it's subtle the way it starts.
What do you remember him saying to you that was bad?
I remember he would make jokes like, you know, the younger they are, the tighter the hole.
There's predators that will pay
That is fucked. That's not a joke.
Robux.
That's not a fucking joke. You don't joke like that.
And all of this is happening while at the same time Roblox is branding their platform as safe for children.
We've got to start thinking about how we do Roblox differently. It's like going to a place rather than playing a game.
What I don't like about this video is they're using a lot of like innocent interactions. Like obviously that's bad, right? Like this is bad, but like this is the same energy as go commit die. Like I'm not seriously concerned about this. I don't think anybody should be. And for them to conflate go commit die in-game harassment to the same as people going out in person and kidnapping children over the platform, I don't like that conflation. That's just me though.
Than playing a game.
Maybe it's a journalistic touch.
So this girl just asked if I wanted to be twins, but now she's shooting me with a gun. This gentleman over here ran up to me crying.
Okay.
And then
why include this?
A tiny
this isn't bad.
Him who's also crying.
This isn't bad.
Roblox is about 2 decades old, and it launched initially as a platform for kids to learn how to code and create their own
That's a
video
normal
games
Roblox
that
interaction.
could play online with other strangers.
Roblox is based in San Mateo, California. It's a publicly traded company that was founded by Dave Baszucki and Eric Castle in 2004. It launched in 2006, and Baszucki is still the company's CEO today.
Anyone can design their own games to put.
Yeah, maybe I am
Roblox
desensitized.
Mall, and users come and they visit all of those games. Over the pandemic, when kids were stuck at home, Roblox exploded. It attracted 33 million players every single day, and that year by year it grew dramatically. Based on this momentum, Roblox went public over the pandemic. Today, it attracts 77 million people every single day.
Going public. Who in chat knows what that means? Going public. That meant that Roblox went from a privately owned company to a publicly owned and traded company, meaning that you guys, the investors, can make your voices heard. If Roblox fucks up, if companies fuck up, what'll typically happen is people will sell their stocks, which hurts the company. Now, other people may buy the dip, you know, whatever, opportunists. But at a ground level, Roblox will lose a ton of money if investors make their voices heard. This also applies to, you know, boycotting a game, which obviously not a lot of people are going to do. Let's say Roblox, like stuff like this gets out and Roblox loses a major partnership, like their COPA certification, where it's like they're certified safe for kids. This is going to hurt their bottom line a lot. This is going to hurt their stocks a lot. The shareholders are what makes a company tick. And every company's end goal, regardless of what their mission statement is, every single company's end goal, with few exceptions, is to turn a profit. So if Roblox is unable to do this, you'll see significant changes to moderation. But they need to balance aggressive moderation with playability and people being able to enjoy the game, because nobody's going to play if every single word is tagged. On the flip side, no parent's going to let their kid play Roblox when they know this is the site you go on when you want your kid to be kidnapped. So just keep this in mind.
Roblox is one of the most popular platforms used by children today. Millions of kids are playing inside these games right now.
Send this to your parents. Hello, parents. Your child really wants Robux.
Roblox is powered by a virtual
And that is a
currency
cancerous
called
TikTok.
Robux. Players are able to buy things inside the game with Robux. And these minute transactions add up to billions of dollars in revenue for Roblox every year.
It says you need an additional 75 Robux. Roblox takes about a 70% cut of the sale, and the developer of this flower would take about a 30% cut of the sale. Kids beg for Robux from their parents, but that's also created an opening for predators to transfer Robux to kids in exchange for being their friend or even coercing them to create child sex abuse material.
Yeah, I've not seen a lot of cases of this, like people being paid to do it, although it is a real thing.
We identified criminal cases linked to Roblox.
More so, a lot of it happens
where
over
predators
Discord.
had met and groomed children through the platform. These cases range from registered sex offenders who gained access to Roblox and found
Is a 70%
through the game's
figure true?
platform.
Yes.
To examples where predators would actually use Roblox's virtual in-game currency to coerce kids into sending them child porn. In some of these cases, these predators traveled across the country to abuse kids in real life. One of the most interesting cases I discovered is that
Arnold Castillo.
This was an online predator who was a very popular developer of a Sonic Eclipse game that he created on Roblox. Castillo made tens of thousands of dollars because this game was so popular and children.
Guys, imagine you are a famous developer and you're living pretty much what is most people's dream job. Like, you do something that you enjoy, you get to make a fun game, interact with your audience, you have a big platform, so if you want to start a YouTube, you can do that, you're very influential, very popular. You have a big thing, right? You're getting invited to RDC, all these conventions, you get to travel, you make games. This is what you do for fun, and also what makes your living. What goes through your head that makes you want to fuck it all up and throw it away to get after a kid? Like, there's no shortage of real life adults that would be totally into, like, hey, you know, put on your Tinder. I'm a fucking game developer. I'm an entrepreneur. I do this, that, the other. Like, I make my own money. I'm balling. Why are you gonna go for little Susie down the street who's fucking 12 years old? What is going through your head? Of course, we're never gonna rationalize these people, but some of these people are fundamentally not right, and I want you guys to remember that when you interact with them, that there's no point in trying to reason with a lot of these folks. It's not exactly a great endeavor.
Children loved it so much. In the fall of 2020, Castillo's game just exploded, and it was towards the end of that year when some sinister messages he'd been sending to a 12-year-old girl were leaked online.
12, bro. Bro needs to. I'm not gonna say what I have on my mind. I want to keep my channel. Jesus Christ.
There was a conversation between you and Arnold Castillo that was leaked online, and at the time you were 12 years old. So can you bring us back to that moment for you? What was it like for you as a 12-year-old girl to be speaking to who you thought was an adult man in this way?
At the time, I excused and justified the behavior.
You're a kid. Your mind state doesn't matter at that time. You don't.
Like a point.
Nothing makes sense to you.
Jokes. This is ironic. We're just joking around.
No, bro. As a kid, I'm not gonna.
My sense of humor has always been very harsh, dark humor, if you will. And while it doesn't excuse my behavior, it does reveal that I had no intention on moving on any of the things I said.
You want to lie some more, Lil bro? You want to fucking lie some more?
Change over time.
It started becoming pretty inappropriate very early on.
I had no intention. No intention. I'm gonna lie to fucking everybody. Who are you lying to? Who are you lying to?
Ulterior motives, sort of deal. You know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
By ulterior motives?
Certain things like corrupting me beyond, and wanting to kidnap me, keep me in his house, keep me in his
Yeah,
basement.
hey guys, these are jokes. Stand-up comedian, guys. Let's give it up. Standing ovation.
When these
Standing ovation.
leaked, a number
Look at
of
this guy.
Roblox users
Look at this guy.
filed complaints to the company. 4 days after those reports came in, Roblox did take action. They disabled Arnold Castillo's account.
Wow,
But
they
he was
disabled his
always one
account.
step ahead. He quickly created a new account and transferred the game over to a friend who kept it running. It wasn't until the end of 2021 that these teen gamers took the fight beyond Roblox straight to Sega in Japan. One of them wrote a letter to the Sega Corporation saying
fucking
that
God.
Sonic the Hedgehog mascot was being appropriated by a pedophile on the gaming platform Roblox. Sega actually filed a copyright infringement notice against Roblox, which eventually shut the game down.
Hey, check it out, by the way, guys. So Arnold Castillo was able to make alternate accounts, right? They dedicated more time and resources to banning fucking Ruben Sim on Roblox, banning Ruben Sim and keeping him off the platform than they did getting rid of a known fucking predator who's getting them copyright infringements. Like, what are their priorities right now? Just keep this in mind moving forward, okay? All this time and effort and resources and moderators dedicated to watching his fucking account. When you have known predators, you can just pull chat logs. You can literally just pull chat logs. Like, what are we thinking right now? What's on our mind? What is the calculus behind this decision? Even from a company perspective, if you want to get more money and keep your child safety certifications, why are you going to let these people run loose on the platform? And yes, I say let because it's happening pretty in the open. You can join. I can list probably 10 games right fucking now. You can join and find this stuff happening before your very eyes. And you gotta be some type of blind. You gotta be ignoring it on purpose. You have to think that the calculus, the trade-off, and yes, I'm assigning malice to this. You have to think that the trade-off of getting more money from these people being in game and constantly involved is more than the possible PR outcry from when these cases come to light.
He was still accessing Roblox up until his arrest by the FBI in May of 2020.
By the fucking FBI, the feds. Federal
Arnold
police.
Castillo was arrested for kidnapping a 15-year-old girl.
Kidnapping.
For you, I mean, some of the messages that he sent you years earlier were about kidnapping you, bringing you to his home.
Exactly.
You know,
He's pretty open
with
to what he
you.
wanted.
So
Kidnapping. He talked
what
about
happened
it.
to this girl who was abducted and taken across state lines to his home. How did it feel?
I was sad. I felt terrible. It was just like, I somehow this slipped under everybody's noses, and somebody else
Somehow.
And I was starting to speak up about this in the first place, specifically so people got the full story. So we could
Somehow.
and that broke my spirit, man. That just, yeah.
Ultimately, it wasn't Roblox that shut down his Sonic Eclipse game. It was Sega. It was the intellectual property rights of a corporation that resulted in that game being shut down, not all the complaints that these users had made to Roblox about child safety.
It took Ruben Sim posting. That's what it took. $41 fucking
So
grand.
because these gamers stopped believing in Roblox's ability to police its platform and keep children safe, teen vigilantes started policing the platform themselves.
Yeah.
One of these cyber vigilantes is a famous YouTuber known as Ruben Sim.
The GOAT.
I think I picked the name Ruben Sim because it sounds like Roblox Ben Simon. I think most of my viewers would describe me as an anti-hero. I'm very abrasive when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm not.
If I was in Sonic, I'd be Shadow the Hedgehog.
Is a controversial figure. He's mocked Roblox employees for their physical appearance, their sexual preferences. There are also allegations that he's made
Sexual preference in question is following and liking furry porn on your corporate account, by the way.
homophobic slurs inside games. He was first banned by Roblox when he was just 17.
Inappropriate content on Roblox is really unavoidable. Back in 2016, I was approached by a viewer who wanted to tell me about an experience that their friend had with a predator from Roblox. The things that I saw were just so terrible, I felt like I had to say something. And so
many such cases.
A YouTube video about this predator and all the things that he had done. And from that point onwards, I started getting bombarded with messages from other kids and other Roblox users to share their own experiences with predators.
There is a community of people who make groups that are disguised as virtual clothing stores, and they choose this disguise because they're trying to attract the highest concentration of little girls as possible.
Really,
which they do.
YouTube videos
which they do. It's a well-known strategy.
Have you told your parents? Have you talked to your local police? A lot of these kids are very embarrassed about situations like these. They're worried that if they tell their parents, they won't let them use Roblox anymore, or they'll take away internet access. And I feel like if I were to just ignore all of the stuff that's coming in, a lot of crimes would go unanswered for.
First things first, can you say good morning?
This is the institutional change I was talking about. This is how it should be.
Good morning.
Being taught in school.
Big thing that I wanted to talk about today is online gaming, because I know you all love it, don't you? Yeah. We're going to start off talking about Roblox. Who in here has been playing Roblox when someone's asked you to be their boyfriend or girlfriend? Who's had that happen? Put your hand up for me. You're not in
Jesus
trouble.
Christ.
Just put your hand up.
You don't know the age. You don't know the age of the other person.
Safe on Social is a leading provider of education and consulting around all aspects of cyber safety. Safety for children online has changed dramatically over the last 5 years because it's getting younger. Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate?
Yeah, I turned it up.
Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay, loads of you. Roblox is a metaverse game. I liken it when I'm talking to students as going to a shopping centre. If their parents drop them off out in front of a great big huge shopping mall and let them go in and do whatever they wanted for an hour, running around in all of those little shops, getting dressed up, figuring out who they are and their identity and all of that sort of stuff can be a whole lot of fun, but at the same time there's a whole lot of risk. There might be someone that asks them to move to another platform, which is exactly the same as being asked to go and get in a car with someone. So we need to think about that as the difference.
That's a good metaphor. That is a really good metaphor, because other platforms aren't moderated the same as Roblox.
Don't allow kids under the age of 13.
Discord.
Roblox welcomes them. Games that are designed for children, like Disney's Club Penguin or Nintendo's Splatoon 2, often just offer canned dialogue options for people who are trying to communicate with strangers. Hello, how are you? Do you want to play this game together? Good job. Roblox is different. Roblox lets anybody say anything that they want in an open chat. Roblox might censor some things, however, a lot of predators have found ways to circumvent Roblox's moderation
Jesus
systems.
Christ, this footage.
Because it's made for children,
this footage
does not collect
breaks my heart.
Information about its users. That means that all
what is this, public bathroom simulator?
Playing inside this metaverse are anonymous.
I have no idea who I'm talking to. That's not abnormal. In a lot of video games, you're just sort of talking to strangers and making friends and enjoying the gameplay together.
Well, unfortunately,
it's a little bit different
when Congress has hearings, they have people like Alex Tanuki come out to testify.
And they could be talking to anybody.
People that have covered for predators and hid them in the past.
Now,
so
put your hands together.
we'll only get so far.
CEO of Roblox, David Baszucki.
Playing the Sigma music for him.
I just want to highlight what Dan said about civility on our platform. It really is the foundation of everything we do. We have a really amazing vision for this, whether it's safety and civility around private one-on-one conversations, whether it's safety and civility about big outdoor spaces.
There are solutions.
What you're going to see from us is a very flexible, adaptable safety and civility structure that handles all of this.
Roblox's moderation is quite a controversial topic. It's come under fire in recent years for being too lax. when you compare Roblox to other social media platforms,
it's too lax
like,
and too
example,
strict.
TikTok, which employ a workforce of 40,000 content moderators who are policing the platform. Roblox, however, has about 3,000 content moderators. The company argues that they don't need as many content.
And think about the difference between just having to like scroll up TikToks and is this good, 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 versus moderating shirts, pants, decals, audios, videos, code, games, in-game interactions, group wall posts, direct messages, trades. In such a huge platform, only 3,000 people doing all of this? Maybe it's because Roblox isn't spending enough money on moderation. Maybe that's it. Just having that reference, I get it. TikTok's like bigger, but it's insane to me that 3,000 people are expected to hold down this whole fucking ship. And the crisis you see happening now can be directly attributed to, you know, the lack of moderation, relatively speaking. And when you do see moderation happen, oftentimes it's just like a false positive. Like you get your account banned for saying hello in game. You see those memes. It happens. It really does. And a lot of the time they will rectify it and correct it, but other times it's just for the birds. I'm sorry. You're not a famous YouTuber, so we can't help you. You know, you don't have enough people vouching for you. And oftentimes it sucks because the people who are the most unheard are oftentimes the people that are impacted the most by these poor moderation decisions, to include both false positives when people are banned when they don't need to be, and also people not being banned, and these people having to put up with excessive in-game harassment and inappropriate behaviors. And kids don't know how to report. Like, no kid's gonna know to report the creep.
Moderators to police the platform.
It's difficult to find moderators, though? I don't think so. It can't be that, dude. You just gotta look and be like, is it bad or not? Does it comply with its short list of rules or not? Come on, like that. It doesn't. That's what, a 2-day train up. That's fine. You don't gotta pay them like fucking, you know, 200 grand either. Frees up human moderators to spend the bulk of their time on more complex tasks. If only that was the case.
On the surface, Roblox likes to present itself as a very well-moderated, well-kept platform. But it's all... Can I swear? Yeah. But it's all bull.
Roblox has a really spotty history moderating its platform. There are a variety of ways in which kids are able to
excellent game choice, by the way. Front page game, public bathroom simulator.
That are not accessible to them in real life and can really bring out some of their worst impulses. There are sex roleplay games. There are roleplay games where people are police officers who are killing citizens. And it's a little bit tough for Roblox to moderate not just chat, not just items that get uploaded into the game, but the way that people behave.
I think Roblox having 40,000 moderators would really go a long way towards fixing a lot of this stuff. I do. What up? Bro, I had to flex the bike.
In 2021, the day before Thanksgiving, I woke up to my fans messaging me news articles that the Roblox Corporation was suing me for $1.6 million. It really ruined my Thanksgiving. It was all I could think about it.
I can imagine, like, the interviewers are like, how did this impact your Thanksgiving, being sued for $1.6 million? Actually, it made my day.
Dinner. My first reaction was disbelief. I was like, there's no way that this is real. The first sentence of the legal complaint describes me as the leader of a cyber mob. They had accused me of things like malice and fraud and oppression and even like making terroristic threats to them.
A cyber mob.
And I reached a settlement. I created a safety advocacy group called Moderation for Dummies. I made an entire Discord server.
That's us.
With a ticket system where people could report stuff.
Look at that.
And a huge team of volunteers would comb through it, send the important stuff to me, which I would then post on the Twitter account, and Roblox would take it down.
Cool thing about this, since he cannot knowingly make false statements or fact of the company or encourage violence against its employees, which obviously I don't think he's ever really genuinely advocated for violence against Roblox, but now everything that he says is verifiably true to his knowledge. He's legally inclined to never lie about Roblox. And I don't think anybody else can say the same. So a lot of these people just needlessly slandering and shaming Roblox don't have the same legal incentive as him to be truthful at all times. True to his knowledge. The company says that it does not consider Simon to be a credible source of information regarding our strong safety track record or systems. It's a real strong track record you got there. Real strong. Across state lines. Kidnapping? In-game? You hear him talk about kidnapping in-game? That's your boy. That's your boy. You're paying him money. 40 grand in 2020? That's your boy. Your boy's a sex offender. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is wild. And it took Sega coming out and talking to you to get this shit taken down. What are we doing right now? What the fuck is up? Why are we lying? Why don't we just say, we don't think he's that credible because he doesn't like us. Or, you know, we banned him, so maybe he's... No. We got a strong track record for safety. A very strong track record. Yeah, no. Your track record is looking like the Cowboys in 2024 right now. It's not too hot. No Super Bowls for you.
There have been several lawsuits alleging that Roblox doesn't do as much as it could to protect kids on the platform. And so investors might be concerned that Roblox will suffer reputational damages that inspire parents to pull their kids off the platform and thereby decrease its user base.
Yeah,
I think
that's
when
probably what'll
trying to
happen.
figure out what the solutions are to this problem, when you talk to child safety advocates, they may be calling for legislation to hold these companies accountable for these kind of harms. When you talk to people who work inside the company, they're interested in ensuring that the safety tools and features they design are rolled out to children on default. Another obvious solution would be
It should be rolled out on default. Hey, cool idea, by the way. Really cool idea. What if to access Roblox you had to go through like a fucking 10-minute game that talks you through like internet safety? Like what if in order to access for the first time Roblox, you have to go through this tutorial of this is a good interaction, this is a bad interaction. Here's how you report. Here's how you do this, that, the other. It could also help to fight their botting issue. Can't interact with anything on the site till you complete some prerequisite of safety, whether it's a quiz on the site. It has to be something like that, because if not, you like education. Nobody's gonna purposefully click on Roblox's safety blog, 10th edition, 2024. Ah, yes. A new edition of the safety blog is rolled out, gentlemen. Let's look at it and smoke cigars over our mahogany table and peruse its findings. No. You gotta make it something fun and enjoyable and educational. And hopefully that will drive more users to be educated on the topic, as opposed to, like, whatever the fuck we're doing right now.
This call is from a federal prison. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call and all future calls. You may begin speaking now.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Arnold. Why do you think Roblox is so popular with children today?
Why are we asking him? Why are we asking him, the least qualified person to speak on all of this? How about what drove you to fucking do it, bro? Like what?
Because it's appealing visually. It's really easy to...
Oh, is that 12-year-old appealing visually to you?
Any game. The platform is so easily accessible by...
Was the kid you kidnapped easily accessible?
Whether young or old.
And why do you think this platform is drawing in predators?
Because the platform is just as easily accessible...
Yeah, why is it drawing in you?
...as it would be to anybody else.
I remember people reported him several times to Roblox, like people besides my mom, and they would always say, if it didn't happen on our platform, there's nothing we can do. And they're not taking responsibility.
crazy. Crazy, Roblox. You could have advocated for yourself. It rejects the contention that child endangerment is a widespread or systemic problem on its platform. The company said it will introduce changes this year that include default content settings for users under the age of 9 that will label experiences based on content rather than age. This change is prompted by user feedback and recognition that all children develop on different timelines. If the problem's not systemic, why do you have a known pedophile who to trust still on your platform, still uploading, still making money? Okay, why do you have those who defended him still being invited to RDC openly on their main accounts? Why do you have the people that denied what he was doing, despite overwhelming evidence, and the same people that turned around when they realized that it wasn't very convenient for their images, that flipped up on him? Why has none of this been addressed? This is a huge community issue. One of your original, this dude had a fucking Roblox toy. One of your original UGC creators, and probably the most prolific UGC creator, being outed for being hypersexual to kids, talking about orgies at RDC. And we're not gonna ban him still to this day because it's off platform. Why don't you check his on platform messages? Why don't you check some of his friends, some of his in-game messages, what he's done? Cause there's no fucking way that as a company, you're going to say it's not systemic, yet one of the people that we hold dearest to us and that's uploaded the most UGC to make money off of. Bro, still, listen, a known predator is still making passive income off of the company that claims that there is no systemic or widespread problem with child sexual exploitation on their platform. How much more do I have to spoon feed it? To anybody? How is this not a fucking well-known thing? It's actually insane to me. He is still making money. He'll still continue to make money. He'll still continue to use all the features and everything on the platform. He'll still have his friends behind closed doors. He's still getting invited to fucking developer meetups. He hasn't even lost like his image, okay? Because the people that were in charge of, or not even in charge of, the people that put out the news in the first place weren't those in the right clique. They weren't systemically attached to Roblox in the same way that he is. So, you know, just little something to chew on. Maybe I'm coming across as mad, but this has me fucked up. Yes, the policy to get rid of people who fuck around outside the platform. There's nothing more important to our leadership than employees, including many parents who work at Roblox, and ensuring that children are safe when they learn and play online or off. We work tirelessly to prevent grooming on the platform. Okay. Proactively with authorities. I could go in game right fucking now and find you grooming. I could go in game right fucking now. There's no proactivity. Okay, whatever. Hey guys, Facecam. So, naturally I'm fucked up, you know, got a little heated, my apologies. I don't like being lied to. I don't think you guys do either. There comes a point with how we approach these issues that we need to actively be proactive, and not corporate speak proactive, but really proactive. You have people like Ruben Sim calling this stuff out. Green Lego Cats has recently done a great job of calling out the video that we just premiered about the fetish game that was handpicked. The fetish game that was handpicked to be featured to all Roblox users and featured in a significant increase in traffic, all from all fucking sources, okay? Like this shouldn't be something that we're just like, oh, you know, it happened, I'll forget about it. Like, no. This is the shit that needs to be going viral, not fucking Royale High Update or RTC just secured a new brand deal. No, fuck that noise. We need to actually be talking about the important issues. The fact that a fetish game was handpicked by the system. It's not systemic, guys, but it was handpicked by the same system that we're claiming is not an issue. Does this not occur to anybody that maybe we have to dive a bit deeper onto like the fundamental issues happening here? Clearly. It has to be malicious. It has to be. The people working at Roblox are not stupid. They're not. They're certainly not. They know full and well what they're promoting. They know that Changed is a fetish game where the creator himself has said that he doesn't want his intellectual property being used outside of the game, despite the creator himself also being not that great of a person. But yeah, my reflections on this are as follows. I think that Roblox has been dishonest in their approach to safety. They have been cutting corners. They've been cheap. You have too many false flags. People are scared of more safety and moderation because they don't want to get banned for nothing. And that's fine. Why don't we ban for actual malicious behavior then? Why don't we just find those malicious behaviors, the scamming, the bullying, well, e-dating's a blurry line, but you know, when somebody's obviously a fucking adult, you have their IP address, you have their MAC address, you can report them to law enforcement. Intellectual property theft, all kinds of stuff that could be addressed, and instead they're choosing to not really look at. So, you guys need to make your voices heard. Me and Ruben Sim and any other content creator would be nothing if it wasn't for the audience. So I think in this case, it is up to the audience to educate themselves more, which is why I try to aim my channel to be more educational and more scholarly in nature. I know it's kind of like, woo, YouTube, fun games, haha. But I don't want us using fallacious arguments to drive home what could be a good thing, and instead will end up undermining our cause. I want us to be completely sound in the facts, in the reality that we live in, and to be able to help pursue spreading the narrative of what's really happening, as opposed to just sitting around and waiting for things to get better. So, thank you guys. Feel free to subscribe. I'm gonna try doing more streams in the future. You're free to join my Roblox group and my Discord, link down below. This is heartbreaking though. This is really heartbreaking. And my channel only has 5,000 subscribers and has had 5,000 subscribers for 2 years now. So obviously my voice is not the one being heard, but eventually maybe I can uplift another voice to help these issues come to light. But yeah, thanks guys. I will see you.